Hi, and welcome back to Stop Being Sold. My name is Michelle, and I'm here with Brian. And in today's video, we're discussing the Secure Act 2.0 and how it might affect your 401k. So the Secure Act 2.0 expands a bill that was signed into law, what, Brian, like late 2019?
Yeah, late 2019.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was called the Secure Act, which stands for Setting Up Every Community Up for Retirement Enhancement. So currently, there are two versions of the Secure 2.0. The House passed their version on March 29th, 2022 by a vote of 414 to 5. And now the Senate is, right? And now the Senate, we can agree on something. It's amazing. The Senate is now taking up their version. So make sure you subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like this video so you stay up to date on what's going on with this bill, because it really is important. There's some things in here we're going to go through today. There's a lot to dig through, but we're going to give a brief overview of how it may affect as the bill is now. So,
yeah, awesome. Michelle, I'm glad to see Congress finally focus on the retirement crisis that we actually have here in America. And the Secure Act was a great first step. You know, the House version of Secure 2.0 has some good steps to help us save more on an automated basis, contribute more as we get older, and is less restrictive on distributions from our accounts, which is a huge complaint from a lot of consumers. So,
right. All right. Well, let's dive in and let's go over some of the highlights of the House version. And then I'd like to dive into what the Senate may add or change. Okay. So what's going on with the House? Or let's talk about the House version.
Yeah, the House version. Let's talk. The first thing is mandatory automatic enrollment. Okay. So I don't like the word mandatory, and a lot of consumers might not like this portion of it. But it's going to require employers with a new, and that's the key word, new defined contribution plan. So think of a 401k, a 403b, whatever it may be. If it's a new workplace retirement account, to auto-enroll new employees at a 3% rate of their pay automatically. Okay. Next step is the mandatory scaling in future years. So what this means is that employer is now going to auto increase the employee contributions. Remember that, by 1% a year, up to between 10 and 15% of their pay. So each year it's going to go up until it hits that level.
So Brian, real quick, is there anything in here in the House bill that allows for opting out of that, or is it going to be mandatory no matter what?
No, it's mandatory for the employer to start it, but you as the employee can opt out of it. They haven't said that yet, but it's in the bill. This isn't the main thing they talk about.
I don't want to send too many of our viewers into panic. I'm over here not breathing.
Honestly, this is a good thing, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But let's look at some of the other things. They're going to auto-enroll you into the QDIA, which is the Qualified Default Investment Alternative, okay? Usually a target date fund. They already do that now anyways, okay? But this bill also mentioned something else. It also mentioned a managed account.
Interesting.
Because now you're starting to see some 401k plans start to offer a managed portfolio where you actually have an advisor that actually manages the account for you. So
got it.
Okay. Another thing, increased catch-up contributions for those between the ages of 62 and 64. We already talk about contribution catch-ups all the time, right? Above the age of 50. So that's currently $6,500. But if you're 60, normal catch-up contributions above 50 are currently $6,500. But if you're 62 to 65 years old, your new catch-up limit is $10,000 starting in 2024.
Interesting. Okay.
Massive. But here's the little catch. All catch-up contributions must be made to Roth accounts. Why did they do that? Starting in 2023, all catch-up contributions in employer plans must be made to Roth accounts, allowing taxes to be paid sooner.
But
revenue generating.
With the Roth, you can withdraw it later tax-free.
I like it. I actually like this. I like that side of it, because if you're going for the long haul, 10, 20 years down the road of no taxes on all your gains, why not? So Okay.
Right, what else?
Also, delaying required minimum distributions even further. Okay. We already got them to age 72, right? Well, Secure Act 2.0 increases to 73 starting in 2023 for anyone who's reached 72 after December 31st of this year and age 73 before January 1st of 2030. Then it goes to 74 starting in 2030, 75 starting in 2023 or 2033. That's a delayed reaction, and we'll see the Senate version's quite different. So I do like this, and a lot of our consumers are going to like this also.
Okay.
But here's another big catch. How about allowing part-time employees to participate after a 2-year wait instead of the current 3-year wait time?
Right, because the Secure Act had it allowed part-time employees to participate, which is the first time we'd seen that, right?
Yeah, finally.
Yeah.
Part-time, someone working 30 hours. What's the difference you're working 30 hours or 40 hours? Put them in the retirement program,
Yeah.
So that's just my 2 cents. But here's a new one. How about allowing matching dollars for student loan payments? Unless this is put into law, IRS currently frowns upon this. So they've had to add it to this bill. So
how does this work? Matching dollars for student loan payments? Like, what does it look like?
great question. So as you make payments toward your student loans, employers could match these funds, not giving you the cash, but put them into your workplace retirement plan for you.
Got it.
They would have the same vesting schedule as the plan. That would have to be put in there and would help more of us save for retirement that otherwise wouldn't, because we're paying our student loans and that's a priority. So think about that. That's huge. That's actually happening right now, where employers will match the payments that you make on student loans as a benefit for you to come work for them. But going into the workplace retirement plan, this is huge.
Okay, interesting. So how does the Senate bill differ? What does it look like?
Okay, it's very similar, okay, but there's a few exceptions, okay, like increase the required starting age for mandatory RMDs to 75.
Oh.
No more wait period. Just put
Just
a number out there, make it simple. Because you're always going to be guessing, am I in this bracket?
Right,
or this
exactly.
bracket? Yeah,
Exactly.
forget that. Also, provide a matching payment credit of 50% of IRA or retirement plan contributions, up to $2,000 per individual.
Huh. Okay.
That's different. Okay.
That is different.
How about this one? Allowing withdrawals for certain emergency expenses.
Huh. I'm assuming they will define that clearly.
Yeah, they will. And from what I'm hearing, it's roughly $1,000.
Oh.
Okay. In case of an emergency, you'll be able to pull this out without the penalties and all that kind of stuff. I like that. So, but also, how about allowing automatic portability transactions?
What is that?
Job to job. If you're portable, taking, so it's my 401k, I want to take it with me. Automatically allow that, where now it is a headache to transfer from one to the other to the other. So.
Okay.
How about raising the catch-up savings limit starting at age 60, where the House plan was between the ages of 62 and 64? Why do that? Just start it at a certain age. So make it simple. I really like this last benefit of the Senate version, allowing penalty-free withdrawals for victims of domestic abuse.
Interesting. This
is huge. Something going on domestically in the family situation where you need access to funds right away. Penalty-free withdrawals for moving, for whatever it is, whatever has to be done. This is huge. I like that. So I like this plan between both versions. There's a lot of good here. So I just love the fact that someone is finally talking saving more for retirement, especially with, some of our videos, we've talked about the Social Security issues that could start in less than 10 years.
Right.
Some will not be forced to enroll into a plan, but there always going to be a version that allows you to opt out. And we'll teach on that. If they pass this bill, Michelle, we'll make sure we go into much greater detail of, look, here's your plan.
You're right.
Here's what's allowed. Here's what you're allowed to do. We'll show you how to do it. So stay tuned.
Awesome. When do we expect the Senate to finalize their bill, and what happens next?
Okay. As of right now, the Senate will take up their version of the bill in August after their
Recess. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Gotta have a vacation.
Right.
But there's no guarantees as when it comes to a vote, because right now we're nearing midterm elections. But by the amount of people that passed the House version of it,
right.
I mean, it was 97% agreed on something.
Yeah.
So there's a good chance that this is going to go through finally. So, but if it does come back to your other question, if they do pass it, what's going to happen then is going to go back to the House, because the House is going to have to compromise on both versions of the bills before the final vote between all of them. So,
okay. Amazing. Thanks so much for this, Brian. Thanks to everybody who watched. If you like the content of this video, make sure you hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe, because Brian and I will be updating you as things unfold with this bill. It's important you pay attention because it does affect your retirement.
Definitely.
Thank you, Brian, and thanks to everyone who watched.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.